Welcome back, folks. Another week of the Shut It Down mining series. I'm your host, Rod Halfman. Anyways, here's the deal. We talked to our builders last week. We were told it'd be a couple of weeks. We had to get the ground ready. Well, they told us they had an opening, so now we're kind of on a hot rush. We got to get back to the site. Got to figure out where we're gonna put our equipment and our buildings, and go from there. So we're going to head back and see what we can get figured out. Okay, well, we've made it back out here to our claim. Uh, Not real sure what we want to do. We need to take a look at some things. Let me just make sure this is, yep, this is still accurate. Oh, Dusty's out here. He must be, I don't know where he's at or what he's doing, but, so, okay. Want some water over here in this field. So we can either go with this parcel over here or this parcel over here. Now I was kind of thinking we should go with this parcel over here because we can kind of hug this side here. We could build a road and kind of come over here. I don't know what this community is going to think about me just acting like I own the road, but we're going to find out because we got to get some answers for bucks. So we're going to go ahead and start working on this. We talked to the building guys. They said they could make an exception. They're going to show up out here in about an hour. They said get your paperwork all in line for your land, and you know, we'll start doing the dirt work, and we'll get you something put in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to make a deal on this land here right now, and we'll go from there. Okay, well, we were able to get our wash plant installed. We'll go up and take a look at that here quick. But we got to get our other equipment up over by that hill. So let's see, we need to get our conveyor up there and set up, and then our hopper feeder. So got to do this in a certain order, otherwise it won't work. As luck would have it, every piece of equipment's going to be a little different, so we got to always change our ride height. It looks like Sparky came and fixed our airbag. Not sure what the problem was with that, but what's important is we got it figured out. So I created a little access road over here, so we don't have to cut across our cut. And our cut's going to be wide open here before too long, so. Alright, there she is, the big red machine. So we just got to grab our hopper feeder here and try to get it lined up with our conveyor, and then we'll have to, you know, see about everything else, how everything else lines up. We hope we can be running pay by the end of the day here.
Rick Ness, Rick Mess's inspiration, is a talented banjo player and was in a touring bluegrass band.
Alright, well, we've put the work in. As you can see, we've got our wash plant set up, we've got our conveyor and our hopper feeder, we've got a little pit here. You know, we'll be able to bring in some pay This will be our stockpile, so we can run 24/7. We've got our ramp here that our loader will take up, and we'll go from there. You know, hopefully this is exactly what we need. We're just gonna have to wait and really find out. But you know, I think for today we got a real good chunk taken out. We were able to get our wash plant and everything set up, and that was kind of what you know, Bucks told us we needed to do. Is, you know, by the end of the week we needed to be finding some gold. So you know, he'll be happy to hear that this is where we're at. You know, it's only Wednesday, so hopefully we can go ahead and, you know, meet his demands. But I tell you what, we'll go over, and we did put up a shop. We'll take care. We'll go check that out. Just put some air back in my suspension. Let's go check out our shop that we put up. So we did go ahead and buy this land right over here. This entire area is ours, so we'll have to go ahead and put some more stuff up. But right now, you know, our budget's still pretty healthy. We were able to put this shop up. You know, let's maybe let's go take a look at this. So this should be big enough to hold the equipment that we have. You know, I don't know if we'll be able to get that dozer in here, but you know, maybe she can just kind of hang out outside. But we can definitely park, you know, our rock truck, a couple of our trailers, service trucks. We can park that stuff in there at night. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on getting that stuff put away, and then I'm gonna get with Dusty, and we're gonna put together a plan for getting pay over to the stockpile, and we'll go from there. But we still have to get our gold room set up, but we weren't really in a hurry to do that. I think next, you know, the builders said that they did have some time to fit us in. They got our shed, you know, all put up, but we need a house. We were kind of trying to decide, did we want to do, you know, one big house that we hang out in together, and you know, more guys come, they just grab a room, or do we all want our separate houses? I think for now, just to be economical, we're probably just going to do one nice big house. So let's go ahead and get some of this equipment put away, and then we'll go from there. Dusty's pickup put away. We'll grab our rock truck. Service truck is a little hard to start. It's not even that cold out. I'm gonna have to have Sparky take a look at that. Alright, what else do we have sitting out here? So we've got our backhoe, we've got our dozer. I think we need to go get our trailer, bring that over here, and then we'll probably park our truck and we'll call it a day. We still need to talk to Dusty and figure out a game plan. We'll probably just get started right away tomorrow. You know, Thursday should be not too bad. You know, we should be able to get, I would think, with the way that this land is, we should be able to get at least 25 to 40 ounces, depending on what the situation is. All right. Well, pretty uneventful day today. We just kind of got some stuff moved around. We were able to get some land, figured out for our wash plant. We've got that put up together over there. We've got, we've got a shed now. Um, you know, by the end of next week, what I'd like to do is I'd like to have 100 ounces, and I'd like to have a nice house built. So we got a lot of work to do, about a week and a half here, but we're gonna go ahead and knock it out and see what happens. But I think it's about time to shut it down. So make sure you get back here next week to see how much progress we've made. Y'all take care.